My book is called Lose Your Inches Without Losing Your Mind because honestly in my journey, I felt like I lost my mind. My clientele for this book, it's all ages and ranges, male and female, but the one thing that everybody has in common is they're ready for change and they've tried everything else. I know that you probably tried every diet known to man, and what happens with every diet is that at some point you just stop seeing results. Or if you do eat like a normal human being, you put on all the weight and then some, and then you get completely frustrated once again. So what I teach people is that it's very easy to add sustainable changes into their life to lose the inches and lose the size and keep it off forever. I focus on inches because honestly, the scale drives us crazy. I remember I used to weigh myself multiple times a day, and I would even let that scale determine my worth. Whatever it said in the morning, that's how I felt about myself that day. The hardest part of starting any transformation, number one, the person has to want to make change, but number two, it's knowing where to begin. I'm a health coach and a nutritionist, and when I work with somebody one-on-one, we really work to find what is the root of the issue. Because once you discover what that is, it's very empowering. My most successful client to date, her name is Vicky. She has lost 65 pounds and 7 sizes, which is amazing. And she has kept it off for over 2 years. People can start to see results really within about a week. What inspires me to help people with their transformation is that I've been there and done that, and I understand what they're going through. I went through a time in my life that was so low and so confusing, and I got out of the tunnel. So my goal is for people to never have to lose their mind like I did. Oh my gosh, I tried every diet under the sun. I tried diets that weren't diets. I just made up diets. I tried every supplement, every diet pill, and literally after trying all these things, nothing worked in the long run, and I was just driving myself insane. I actually never really planned on getting into wellness. I think it happened because I went on my own personal transformation and I was inspired to go on this path. But actually, I went to Notre Dame for college and I was in the business school and I studied information systems, which means once upon a time I knew how to program. My junior year, I was lucky enough to go to Dublin, Ireland to study for a semester. But the thing with Ireland is I did no studying. I ate and drank everything under the sun. And I do remember the one time that I worked out. I went on the Stairmaster for 2 minutes, and then I went downstairs. There was actually a pub below the gym, and I had a pint of beer. What I did, I put on 4 sizes and 45 pounds in about 4 months, so I did not look the same. At that point, I became really self-conscious. I had never had a weight issue, so suddenly I was in this foreign body, and it was a very difficult time in my life. I really didn't like how I felt about myself. My lowest point, it was in my dorm room. It was about 10 o'clock at night one night, and I had just binged on this whole bag of candy. And I remember looking down at the bottom of this white paper bag, feeling completely sick to my stomach, but I wanted more. And I think at that point I realized that this thing, whatever this thing was, had control over me, and I wanted to know how to have control over it. I found myself in front of the grotto, which has millions of candles, and I got on my knees and I prayed to God. And I said, please help me because I really don't know what to do and I need you to show me the way. Eventually, I became a certified health coach through the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, and then eventually got my master's as well. But what I learned, especially at IIN, is that our body is always talking to us. If we actually listen to what it's saying, magic happens. So once I started to listen, I dropped all 4 sizes and 45 pounds and have kept it off for over 10 years. First of all, I break it down week by week. Very simple. It's a very easy read. You're only expected to read 1 chapter per week. Anybody could do that. And then at the end of each chapter, you set 1 to 3 goals, baby goals, to focus on for that week. And what's really cool is you create this domino effect. So all these little goals build on top of each other, and then you create sustainable life changes. I believe in you. I know that you can do this. I know that you're not feeling very confident right now and you're tired of trying every diet ever and you really don't know where to start. But I can honestly tell you, 1, that I can help you, and 2, that you can do it. I know that you can do it. Go get my book today. You can start your new life this week. The second the book shows up on your doorstep, you will be ready to go. You can get it at happyhealthypeople.com and also on Amazon. I look forward to hearing the results. Please tell me how you're doing because I know that you can see success.